about your weekend. I want to hear about Mountain Pine.
Well, I went back to my high school. I give the high school basketball team shoes every year because, and the whole story is when I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball, but I couldn't afford the matching team shoes. And so I didn't play because I was like, man, I can't afford those shoes. And I don't want to be the kid that doesn't have the shoes as the rest of the team. So I kind of stayed out of it. But I always thought whenever I'm able to do it, I'm going to buy everybody's shoes so no one has to deal with that problem. And so for the last few years, I've been able to do that. And so I send the team shoes. I was able to go back this year and actually give them to them. And they were also playing the best team in the conference that night. And so we went and we did the whole thing, and a couple news stations were there, which was pretty cool. Because I like for my high school, because we're a really small school, I like for them to be highlighted. And so the news was out there, and they had Mountain Pine all over the news, a couple different stations. It was great. And then we won.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
So they beat the best team?
It was crazy.
Oh, that's perfect.
They were playing, and I was talking to them before. I was like, guys, I don't care if you win. You're not supposed to win. No one thinks you're supposed to win. But if you go out and you play as hard as you can, that's literally all you can do. Just go out and play. And they played so hard, and they like 3 seconds left, they won the game. I was going bonkers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Did that. Went to the Yum Yum shop, which they've rebuilt in my town. It's the one restaurant. It's a very small restaurant, but it keeps dying, coming back to life. So someone has reopened it again. It's a really small place, but I went to the Yum Yum shop.
So what do you get at the Yum Yum shop?
Well, I just got a little ice cream cone.
Oh, yum.
But I went and just took pictures with them, and I was like, man, I'll mention it on the radio. People should come to the Yum Yum shop because right by my sign in my hometown, because I have a sign in my town that says home of Bobby Bones. So if you ever go to Mountain Pine, because a lot of our listeners do, just to go see where I grew up, go to the Yum Yum shop and get an ice cream or something. Because it's small town people just trying to keep that business alive. So I was very excited about that. It was a really good trip.
That's
Good trip for me. Got to see everybody.
And Arkansas Keith.
We went to dinner beforehand.
Yeah.
By the way, I need to find the name of this restaurant. What are you going to say?
Nothing. I just loved all the pictures that you posted. I just thought back about how when I was flipping through your Instagram, like I got emotional. I don't know why.
If you want to go to my Instagram and see pictures, it's Mr. Bobby Bones. But I took Arkansas Keith to dinner. And so we go, and I want to find the name of this place. But I had the best bread I've ever had in my life. And I don't even eat bread. I'm telling you, it wasn't even close.
Maybe that's why it was so amazing.
I know all my best things, right? Because I keep a running tally of the best breakfast I ever had was at a place called The Spot in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh my gosh, you talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Still.
So I know where all my bests are. This is the best bread I've ever had in my life. I pulled up my phone here. And so if you're ever in Hot Springs, which is where we had dinner, let's see. If you want the best bread you've ever had in your life, go to a place called Vault 723.
Wow.
I mean, it was like candy bread.
Like, so it's sort of sweet?
No, yeah, but it wasn't made that way.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't made to be a dessert.
Right.
Best bread I ever had in my life. I'll put that on my list of best things. Best dinner I had was at some place at Disney World the one time I went in Florida. I got to find out the name of that place.
That was like a special Disney, the restaurant at Disney or whatever that's hard to get into, right?
Yeah. Michael Bryan, who used to work here, was like, I know somebody in Orlando. They can let you in the restaurant. They let me in as best dinner I ever had. So I had a great weekend. It was good to go home. It was good to see Mountain Pine win. It was good to see all the kids.
And they got all their shoes.
Yeah, and it was good. Yeah, it was great.
And they won.
And they won.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
that's the best.
It was funny, too, because they played at a school called Caddo Hills, which is a really good basketball school. And they had lost like one game this year against a much bigger school. And they came in the heavy, heavy favorite. And I was talking to the coach and the coach's wife from Caddo Hills, too. And they're fans of the show. And so I was just kind of saying what's up to everybody. And after the show, everybody, that whole team was in such a bad mood. They were just out. The coach didn't want anything to do with anything. They were, wow. I did the announcing of the high school teams too. I called the starting lineups.
Teams that's awesome.
That's what I used to do in high school too during basketball. So
that's cool.
I was like, on the Caddo Hill side, I was like, John Smith, Willie Wilson.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then from Mount Pine, I was like, and here they are. It was great. Yeah, it was good. It's good to be home. Even if it was for just a day. And it was good to see Arkansas Keith. And my best friend from high school, Evan, came out, drove over after the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, it was a good weekend. A lot of pictures up at Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. I'll tell you what we can do. We can do the 60-second showdown coming up. Oh, and all the news stations were asking about running for governor.
Oh, really?
And what did you tell them?
I mean,
well,
I'm not surprised,
I kind of, for the first time, had to tell the truth that a lot of people a lot of like influential people in Arkansas are asking me to run because they see who's going to run, and that's not the thing that they want. So for the first time, I was honest with them. I was like, I'm being really asked by a lot of prominent Arkansas figures to run. Don't know if it's what I'm going to do, but as the only time I've really been honest about it with any sort of media in Arkansas was then. Because most of them just like, who knows?
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's actually a thing. So much of a thing that we've had to internally address it on this show. So yeah, but it was fun. It was good.